slipped away just in time. Tilkitchi was a fool to think we'd ever stay after he escaped.
The carnival won't stop hunting us.
No, it won't. Let me think.
Train's coming a long way. So it'll have to stop to take on water. That's where we strike.
Agreed. I'll deal with any sentries, then rig explosives on the track.
Yes, and I'll rally our fighters.
When I blow the lines, the train will be trapped. So when you hear the blast, you need to attack them with everything you have.
It's good. But you know that there's a chance the men may not come. You may set off those explosives and find you're out there all alone. You know that.
I guess I won't know either way until I set it off.
Man makes plans, and God laughs. As it turned out, the small town where we would ambush the train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Alright. Destroy all Ottoman vehicles. Great! Explosives. Try dynamite, anti-vehicle mines, anti-tank grenades, or limpet charges. I don't even know what the hell a limpet charge is. I picked them up a couple times, but I never actually used one. You could also use the field gun there. That would work. Okay, let's see what my things are here. Destroy all 3 vehicles while undetected. Great. Keep at least 2 field guns operational. That should be easy. Collect all, and then all the field manuals, and the last one is just finish the objective. Okay. Weapons tent there. That a soldier? It is. He's so far away though, even the marker doesn't come up, so there's no point in even taking a shot at him. It will fucking kill him anyway. It won't let me mark that gun for some reason. Three guys there. Ugh. Good God. Okay. Let's drop down here and check out our weapons tent. Because while I like having the rifle, that'll obviously come in handy. I wouldn't mind oh. Dynamite, sure. That stick grenade, and last but not least, anti-tank. Alright. Okay, let's get over here and get our first field manual. And we'll climb up on the roof and see if we can take any shots at somebody over here. Okay. Not down here. Can I pick up the shovel as a weapon? Not that shovel. Apparently that's not good enough to smack people with. This one. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, whatever. Wasn't in that building anyway. Must be
Those
in this one.
troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
Well, yeah, I'm working on it. Calm yourself. Ah, fucking Christ, could you just, like, not drop off the ledge immediately? Oh, there's another fucking ladder right there. Alright, let's see. Spot anybody? Anybody? Nobody's even working the field gun, really. Nobody in that water tower. Another field gun there. This gun sure makes a lot of noise as I move it around. Really? Why did that one miss? It's gonna hurt, isn't it? Yep. Just restart checkpoint. I hate this less damage at range thing. It makes sense, but yeah,
As it
great.
turned out, the small town where we would ambush the train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Oh, get all them marked. That guy marked. There's a guy like way over there or something, wasn't there not? Maybe he got out of one of those vehicles. I don't know. They don't know how to get rid of the armored guy. Go grab ammo here. Get up here to hopefully get those two once they split up. There, there. Really wish I knew if it really was like the distance. I have to assume that it's the distance, right? That's stopping them from dying when I shoot them. Okay. Not fucking getting away from me this time. Weapons tent. Can't really think of something else that would be like super important for me to get right now. Okay. I'm really glad I did that. I just started mashing the right bumper to mark people because I was like, I want to shoot this guy, but if there's another guy in behind that car. Because, I mean, granted, shooting that guy would probably alert everyone else that's there. I mean, once those guys finish their patrols, they're probably going to see their dead guys and be like, hey, something may be up. I mean, I do still have my silenced pistol as well. Well, that guy's just fucking ready for shit to go down, apparently. Oh, and those guys actually are patrolling back by the front of the building. I don't know. To destroy vehicles without being detected. The only way I can really think to do that would be to kill everyone else first. Oh, I didn't pick up the dynamite this time, though, did I? Alright, let's go dynamite this vehicle.
Those troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
What did that do? How much dynamite does it take to destroy a thing? You know what, let's just go with one, shall we? Right there. And then we'll run as far away as we can, because there's nobody around that particular vehicle. The marker does not look like it disappeared. Now, if they come for me, like to me, which they are, yeah, because obviously they know exactly where I am. There was an explosion, which apparently gives them echolocation on my location.
Man makes plans and God laughs.
Yeah,
As it
whatever.
turned out,
Shut
the
up.
small
I don't
town where
fucking
we
care
would ambush
anymore.
The train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, it seems like the only way I'm gonna manage to destroy all of the fucking vehicles without being detected is if I literally just kill everyone. Mark the heavy guy, which, considering that guy, might be a little difficult. Alright, let's see. Those guys, and we had these guys over here. Because this was the vehicle that I couldn't, or didn't see. We got the gun up there, got the mortar that's on that roof, but you know. Yeah, I really don't know. Because, I mean, I'm not even sure that one dynamite did it, because the red mark went away, but like the square was still there. The only thing I could really think of destroy the three vehicles while undetected. The only thing I could think of would really be if I could do them all at once, you know? That's really the only way that I could think of that I could potentially do it undetected, right? Is if they all went up at the same time, but I also don't know how the fuck I would manage that. I mean, like I said, I don't know that my one stick of dynamite worked. So I don't even know that that destroyed the one, because I only got 3 sticks of dynamite with me, or with the thing. Oh, well there we go, now I got more. There's the limpet charge. Probably an anti-tank weapon. But unless it's silence, it's not really going to be of much help to me, is it? Head west. What? Ow, fuck. that's the
Those
location.
troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm gonna go past it. Oh, there they are. Okay, we'll climb this water tower next. Wow. And I only need to keep 2 of them up, eh? Alright. I have a feeling then, based off of that when the train gets here, I'm gonna need to destroy it myself and probably try and use those field guns to do so. Okay, those 2 guys are way close together. I would need to draw them away. Then we have those guys patrolling. Oh my god, how the fuck are you supposed to do this quietly? Okay, so those... That guy and that guy seem to be fairly far apart. Those 2 seem to be fucking attached at the hip. Some of these guys I might be able to draw away and stealthily kill. It's the armored guy that I'm worried about, though. Like, I don't know. Like, when I was in the little tank, it took 3 shots. Although, I guess technically... While undetected. So, does that just mean that, like, I have to be undetected at the time of their death or up until the vehicles get destroyed? Because if it's just at the time, then it doesn't matter how much noise I make, because once everyone's dead, I'll be undetected. Because there'll be nobody to detect me, right? That good old classic. You know, you can't be detected if no one's alive to see you. Tactic, which I employ a lot in games. It is, I will admit, one of my favorite tactics. Okay, so I could shoot that guy. Oh, there's 2 there, though. Damn it. I mean, if I got close enough to these pairs that are there, I could potentially, you know, pop, but I don't trust my aim nearly enough to do that. Yeah, what was that?
Vallahi billahi bir şey işittim.
Those troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
Man, I really wish I could move bodies. Now, I know this thing has a pretty shit range, but... Alright. It's 2 down. Okay. Those 2 are fairly close together. Oh, but they're both covered by the wood, which is unfortunate. Because if I climb up, they're going to be able to see me, but then I'll at least have advantage on them. Because if I shoot one, I would need to shoot the other one, like, immediately afterwards. Like, no delay whatsoever because of how close together they are. I'd also like to know who, might close the door behind me. What the hell is this guy getting nervous about? Did he see the dynamite somehow, or were these other two supposed to do something for him? There's a window there, but I don't really got a shot through it. Aye. Oh. Not quite sure how. Okay. So I got 2 dynamite planted there at that vehicle. The other vehicle there is already, the location is already cleared, basically. Rocket gun. Oh my, that's a big gun right there.
Those troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, though, it seems like I only have one more stick of dynamite, which isn't going to be enough. Also, where was that limpet charge? No. No. Okay. And those 3 are together. I don't know if I could even begin to separate them. Because as soon as I shoot one, it's obviously going to alert the other 2. And with the heavy guy there, that really worries me. Okay. Do I want to shoot them from here though, or do I want to get closer and pop them off? Because if I shoot him from here, he may not die. Like, this guy is pretty far ahead though, so like if he like went around the right corner or something before the other 2, right? So maybe I will climb back up. Because like, yeah, if he got like behind something, right, where they couldn't see him, but I could take him out. I can also do that to try and separate them. Okay, now unfortunately that does obviously open us up to this guy doing something that we don't want him to, but I wonder, because, like, he's got the face mask, right? But, like, his back isn't armored at all. So, I mean, like, can I shoot him in the back of the head? In fact, could I, like, get behind him and stealth attack him? Because, like, none of his back is armored. Right? Like, that doesn't look armored at all.
The village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy the train.
Nope, didn't work. You know what? I'm just gonna run. And go with my if everyone is dead, then I'm no longer detected plan. Quick, get in the tent. You'll be safe there. So this, I do believe, is the anti-tank gun. Okay. Alright, so now technically I'm undetected, right? Like, that's how that works. So if that's the case, I'm actually going to pick all that up, run over to this other one, pick that up, and then I will absolutely litter... Oh, whoops, I was going at the horse, not the tank, or not the vehicle. Oh, and apparently I can only actually have 3 dynamite out at a time. Good to know. Alright, let's see. How do I get onto this route? There we go. Ladder. Oh, this isn't the roof with the... that roof. Oh, whatever. Loud gun. Holy shit. Alright, so apparently that doesn't work on those.
Those troops in the village had to be dealt with before we could push on with our plan to destroy
Yeah, the troops
train.
are dealt with. Alright. I don't know how to work this. Okay, well that went like straight up. Wow. Try that. Nope. Still too far. Oh. Closer. Almost got it. A little bit more up. Well, I mean, that connected. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know how... This has got to be the only way to fucking do it undetected, right? I mean, there's no fucking way. Alright. And take aim at this one. Oh wow, that was almost a direct hit immediately. A little bit to the right. Ah. Yeah, I don't see you managing this without just killing everyone. There we go. Alright, let's see. A little bit. Oh wow, this is actually really cool. Oh wow, I almost nailed it again. I mean, may as well just keep belting them out. I mean, it's got a little bit of sway to it anyway, so. Alright.
Once Zara secured the town, the trap could be set for the hiding train.
Did that count now? I feel like it couldn't have. Oh, right, I need to be prone to use this weapon. Shit. Where's the big gun? Oh wow, alright. So just go fuck yourself then. Gotcha. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, and it didn't give it to me. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do that. I also realize now that I didn't even bother to get the last field manuals after I killed everyone. Yeah. Seems like all of my guns are fucking gone though. And of course I have this fucking... Oh, that's not good. Good Christ. How much does it take to destroy a fucking weapon system? I mean, I'm clearly connecting. Because I can see its fucking health going down. Oh, I think I got one. Where the hell's all my tents? My safety tents. Yeah, okay, so I got one of the mortars. Okay, there we go. Ah, the fucking mortars are gone. Also, are the planes attacking me? Okay, that. Now that I got the mortars taken care of. Oh, fuck off! Come on! What is... Like, give me some warning. What is doing it? Because my health was still at 80%. Oh my god, and the fact that you have to restart every time. Like, it seems like... You know, do it from the field guns is just like the worst fucking thing you could possibly do. Where is it? There it is. Of course, though, the tent isn't facing the right way. Granted, that makes sense. Just leave then. But of course, they just directly target me. Just gonna keep switching guns. Do the same thing as I was doing before, except this time I'll be switching field guns instead of laying down repeatedly. Through the bitch. What's here? More dynamite. Don't know how useful that gun is. Oof. Oh, train's moving. It's just gonna be more dynamite. Oh. I need you to stop. Oh, and it's already out of ammo. Great. Oh, I think I shot the pole that was there, and not the actual fucking gun. How many field guns are there? There's still 4 of them, so that's good. Fortunately, this fucking gun. Any gun that you have to lay prone for fucking blows. Oh my god, just... There we go, finally. Until 1917, the Germans and Ottomans had enjoyed a period of air superiority in Palestine, practically unopposed by the small numbers of outdated EEF planes. The Levant Corps was able to provide protection against British observation attempts, but for a renewed offensive against the enemy, British General Allenby ordered the creation of a new air force at the Suez Canal. In the number 5 and number 40 wings of the Royal Flying Corps, they were known as the Palestine Brigade. While one corps was tasked with supporting troops on the ground, the other wing would fight the Germans and Ottomans in the air. The most valuable bombing target was the Hejaz Railway that transported Ottoman troops, supplies, and guns from Syria towards the garrisons in Saudi Arabia and Palestine. Its biggest weakness was that it relied on its tracks, which made it vulnerable to sabotage and enemy attacks, especially from the sky. The Palestine Brigade not only broke the Levant Corps by destroying many of its planes, it flew many attacks on, and for some reason, it cut off.
Vengeance can be a sweet or bitter brew. How did you find it, Gara? And you're right, we do need to think bigger, act bigger. Maybe even the Suez Canal. Tell me, what do you know about battleships? Alright. So that
was the end and nothing is written. We didn't get a little thing for it. Man, I messed up a lot on that one. I didn't get the one field manual in the first level. I didn't get all the field manuals in the last level. And I didn't get the one challenge, which I looked it up actually while the cutscene was playing. It turns out that you do have to do exactly like I thought, and you just have to blow them all up at the same time with dynamite, which is bullshit. I mean, I clearly wasn't detected at the time of me exploding them. But yeah, just having that juggernaut there immediately makes that like a fairly bullshit thing. But that is all of Battlefield 1's War Stories, which is all that we're going to be doing. Oh. Dedicated to those who served. Alright, well, I guess this will be like the credits. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see what this is. I mean,
one day, all this will be over. The war to end all wars will be won by one side or the other. The guns will rust, grass will grow, and there'll be nothing left of any of this. The land will heal itself, as everything does in the end. We'll be long gone by then, but maybe not forgotten. History only remembers 1 in 1,000 of us. Then the future will be filled with stories of who we were and what we did, how we lived, how we fought, and how we died. When this is all over and the war is won, they will remember us. But until that day comes, we will stand. We will look death in the eye, and we will fight.
all right. So yeah, it was a great game. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I can't really think of anything major that I really disliked about it besides, you know, like the heavy guys taking 3 shots from a tank, you know, and the flamethrower guys not fucking dying. But that's pretty much it. I mean, so 2 enemies out of the entire game is the only thing I have a problem with, basically. Because, I mean, I don't care what kind of armor you have on. If a tank shoots a human being, they're dead. End of story. But, yeah, I mean, you know, everybody, like, you know, all these developers and that keep coming out with, like, live service games, you know, to keep you playing, right? And, I mean, games like this are the ones that would work the most on. Because you could just keep releasing war stories, right? But, you know, games like this, they rely on having, like, a somewhat decent single player. And then they just pour all of their focus into multiplayer. Like, there's, I imagine, a bunch of DLC for this game. And it has 0 interest for me because I don't give a fuck about multiplayer. Now I realize that there is a large community that does care about the multiplayer, and some that probably never even played the campaign, just went to the multiplayer immediately. But I mean, I feel like that's why some companies, like I think Call of Duty or something, I want to say, just release like a game and then like the multiplayer version of it separate. Which is the way to do it, in my opinion. I mean, and once again, that would work because you get to release 2 games, and then you get, you know, you get the people who like the single player, and like, once again, a game like this, you know, where you're telling stories from different perspectives, you could very, very easily keep this game going for years just by releasing updates with new war stories in that. I mean, games like this, like, you know, you have like Rainbow Six or something that has like their season passes because, you know, for all the different heroes in that, but in the end, you're still shooting guns at other people. And that's all it is. You're just changing what abilities you have. Whereas something like this, you could have like a whole new story, you know, a whole new front. Take, you know, and I mean, they could have. I don't know whether or not any of these stories are true stories, or you know, as true as could be. Obviously, you know, a single woman isn't going to, or single man, a single person, period, isn't going to fucking have an armored truck full of soldiers roll up behind them and then still somehow kill not only them, but all of the troops in the fucking base that they're at. I mean, that's not going to happen. But I mean, you know, as, you know, as close to true stories as you can. I mean, there's, granted, not really any, I don't think there's anybody alive from World War I anymore. Like, the last one that served in World War I is dead now. Maybe. Or so old, probably not telling any coherent stories, but I mean, I imagine there's a lot of people who have had stories written down. You know, they obviously would have some kind of like reports in that from World War I on different operations and that took place, you know, like Medal of Honor winners, stuff like that. Like, there's so much that they could do with World War I, World War II, you know. Because, and I specify those two because obviously there's a lot more wars that have went on, but when you go with the World War, you get people from Germany, you get people from the Middle East, you get people from Russia, you get people from the state, you know, like, you get the world. That's kind of the point, right? And you can tell all those different stories from all these different people, right? But yeah, it was a great game. It was good. I mean, it was a first-person shooter. I mean, I'm not really big into first-person shooters. I enjoy playing them when they have an easy difficulty like this, because I don't care. And I mean, I can do it on hard difficulty, like Call of Duty. Which one was it? Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare? Or the one with the exoskeletons, anyway. You know, I beat that one on Veteran or whatever it was. So, I mean, like, I have played, like, Halo on Legendary and that. I mean, I can do it. I just don't have fun when I'm dying every 2 seconds to bullets from someone that takes 1,200 to kill himself. You know, that's more of a Halo thing than a Call of Duty Battlefield thing. People don't take that long to kill in either of those games. But I just much prefer it when I can, like, go through, enjoy the story, right? But yeah, that's, I mean, I guess I'll just let the credits roll. I mean, there's not much of a review. It's a first-person shooter. The stories were all good. I mean, there's not really much else. So yeah, since I'm gonna stop talking, I'm actually gonna kill the game audio so that I don't get a copyright on this video, because I heard somebody start to sing, which leads me to believe that it's going to be a copyrighted song and not just a song from the game. But yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. Got to go to a bunch of different locations. I feel like I was going to say I feel like we played a British guy a lot, but I think we actually only played a British guy once, right? Well, I mean, we may have got a British guy in that first section where we played as like 12 people who all died, but... Because, yeah, we played as the British driver. Just played as the Arab lady. We had the American pilot who stole the plane. We had the Australian guy. And then we had that one that only had like 2 chapters to it. Who did we play on that one? I don't even remember now. What the fuck did we play on? I don't even remember what chapter that was. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was Arab lady we just did. That was the Italian guy. That's who it was. That one was fun. I really liked the first part of it where you got to play as the armored guy and just like walk towards them and just annihilate them. That was great. I feel like not enough games puts you in that situation, because a lot of the times games will put you in that situation where it's like, look, you're this heavy armor guy, you got the big gun, fucking go wreck shit, but then like you step out of cover or something and all of a sudden you just get lit up and dead. And it's like, alright. Whereas this one here, I really just walked forward and fucking annihilated everyone. It was great. So yeah, if I had one complaint, I'd say they probably put a lot more emphasis on stealth, I guess, than they probably should have. Because I mean, like during the tank section, I mean, I guess you didn't have to do stealth, but whenever they have like challenges like that, I always count that as that's how the developers expect you to play, right? And I mean, obviously in the first part where you were the tank, you were just a tank. But then like you had to guide it through the thing, and you had to be stealthy. Then the very next mission, you also had to be stealthy for the challenge because you need to get the engine components without being detected. Oh yeah, and then the fucking challenge in the last one, don't let the tank get damaged before clearing the village. If it wasn't for the weird checkpoints fucking giving me that challenge, there's no fucking way I would have managed it. I mean, as soon as, like, you could do it against field guns in that because you could obviously line them up and take them out from a long enough range that you didn't have to worry about it. But, like, as soon as they threw another tank in there, you're guaranteed to take at least a point of damage. I mean, that was kind of bullshit. The flying ones, none of them were particularly difficult. I mean, having the 4 bombers survive was a little bit hard, but as soon as you knew what you had to do and like take out more guns than they marked, it really wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, and then they had another stealth section during that where you had to get no man's land undetected. That was pretty difficult. The 10 aircraft within 30 seconds using the fucking field gun or whatever on top of the blimp, that was fucking horrid, but you know, you could very quickly restart that one to do it. And then yeah, I guess you didn't really do stealth during the Italian campaign. I mean, you could do a little bit of stealth in the second part of it, but it really wasn't required. But when you were in the runner with the Australian guy, was there? You know, there really wasn't. No, I guess there was kind of a stealth. You didn't need to do it, obviously, but I mean, taking the fort. No, you know what? I won't even count that as stealth because there was multiple parts of that where you just got swarmed by enemies, even if you were being stealthy. So, and then yeah, and then this one, and then like this last campaign though, being stealthy, and that makes sense. Guerrilla tactics, you were outnumbered, you didn't have any help. Now, granted, that's generally why you had to be stealthy in the other campaigns too, because you were by yourself. But I do kind of wish though that they had more big battles in the single player campaign. Like, I get that's kind of what the multiplayer is supposed to represent, you know, like the front lines, all the giant battles that took place during the war and that. But it would have been nice to, like, when we got our tank, like, instead of, like, the tank being destroyed or something, and then us having to walk wherever the fuck they were going, you know, like, if we made it there and we actually had, like, a big offensive with, like, a bunch of other tanks and that, like, that would have been awesome. Just have everybody, like, roll up and have a big battle with tanks and everything there. Like, that would have been, I think, a better ending than what we got. I mean, like, the ending we got was supposed to be more emotional than, yeah, this is badass, but I mean, that's generally that's more or less what they went for in most of the endings, right? They went for the more emotional hit at the end, you know? Although I guess we only lost, only the Australian was, the Australian was the only one we played as that died, right? Which is honestly a surprise. I mean, I was really surprised that we didn't die more than that. But anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll put up a poll again. Well, once you've seen this video, the poll will have been up, and I will already have started recording the next part. But you know, if you're watching this and want to know what's going to be coming out next week, just go to the community page and look at on my channel there, and you'll be able to see the poll, and whatever's first on there will, you know, probably be what's next. I say probably just to give myself a little bit of a, you know, if there's like a close second and I want to play it more than whatever came in first, I'm going to do it. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll let the credits finish, and I'll see you next week for more.